So we're back from the first day of East Anglia Yarn Festival. This is the first instalment of the yarn and yarn related purchases, so I shall show you what I've got so far. I bought 2 gobstopper balls with contrast minis from Giddy yarns. I'll quickly show you those. So this is the first one, and it comes with a contrast mini, and this colourway is called Red Sky at Night. I saw this on Helen's Instagram, I think, and I've got that in mind already, so I had to have one of those. This is a 70-gram sock set, and they come in these gorgeous little bags. So I've got that colourway, and then I also had this paler gobstopper ball as well in mind, and I got one of these, and that colourway is mycelium. And there's beautiful delicate shades in that one, so I can't wait to knit those up. These are probably going to be socks for my friend Liz, because she is a very sock worthy person, so I will be knitting her some more socks. I had a slipper pattern in mind, but I can't remember what the slipper pattern was called, but I will pop it in the notes underneath the screen. But I bought 2 skeins, 50-gram skeins of Let Lopi from a shop called 80 Skeins, and that's the shop. This is the Let Lopi. So this is a very rustic yarn. I thought it'd be ideal for knitting sort of slipper socks. And I've been wearing slipper socks around the house. I've got one pair that I've been wearing quite a bit, so I think if I knit another pair as well. Actually, I'll pop a picture on the screen as well of what the pattern in mind I have. And I also bought a latch hook kit with a plant on. I thought that'd be a fun start to doing some latch hooking, because I've never done it before, so that'll be fun. And I haven't actually bought any more yarn, but I have an idea of what I want to buy tomorrow, so there will be more yarn purchases. So in a moment it will be tomorrow, so see you in a bit. So now we're back. I'm at home after the yarn festival. It was a really lovely show. It was really nice to chat to so many people, and I absolutely loved all the people that come and said hello. It was just so nice. First of all, I thought I'd show you the little booklet that we had with all the information about the vendors. First page, it shows you the map of the building, so it's one big hall that everything's in. And there was some seating, first of all, when you get through the doors. All the vendors are here, and then there was a load more seating here with a cafe for teas and coffees and bits and bobs. And then the area at the end, they did have some classes, but I know that I talk way too much to be able to have time to go to classes. So literally today we got in about 11, which was a bit later than my ticket started, but it literally took me nearly 2 hours to get up the first lane because I was chatting to everybody, and it was really nice. So thank you to everybody who took the time to chat to me today. So in the book there's all the vendors listed like this, which is fantastic. You can go back, check out somebody's website if you think, oh, perhaps I should have bought that. So it's a really nice booklet for that. And it was just such a lovely show. There was a make along as well, where there was a couple of different garments that you could make to actually wear at the show and feel sort of integrated. There was this jumper here, which was really nice. I saw a couple of versions which were gorgeous. There was a gorgeous crocheted cardigan as well. It's made me want to do a bit more crochet actually, and do some more garments with my crochet, so that was really nice. And there's lots of adverts for yarny places as well in here. And then on the back there's an advert for Stitches in the Sand, which is on the 20th of August this year, so I'm hoping to go to that one too. So I'm just going by the order that I'm picking it out of my little stash that I've got here. So this was my Mother's Day present from Adam and Jensen. Well, I shouldn't say Adam, it's from Jensen. So I've taken these out of the packet just because you can see them a little bit better, but these are from Pixie yarns. And they came in a little plastic bag, and they're the Mirkwood Fade, and it's 5 20-gram skeins of 75 merino, 25% nylon. So I thought those are absolutely gorgeous, and I purchased them without a real thought of what I'm going to do with them, but I just thought they were lovely. I did have my eye on the bigger set, which was like 50 grams, but I thought, since I've not got a plan for those, I'm probably better off with the 20-gram set. So this is the details for Pixie yarn. and her card is absolutely gorgeous. So I saw this gorgeous yarn. This is by Weku yarn. I didn't ask how you pronounce it. I think it's Weku. And it's Wide-Eyed Wanderer on 100% superwash merino. And I just saw this and I thought, do you know what? That's just so lovely. I like these little splashes of sort of turquoise. You can obviously tell I like turquoise, but all the other sort of muted colours together, and I thought this is quite a different style from how I dye as well, so it's nice to treat myself to something like that. And I have a plan for it because another stall, there was a crocheted sock, and I thought, I should try a pair of those. So I've got a pattern for a crocheted sock, and this is a Vicky Brown Designs Gaspiette socks. I've no idea if that's how you say it, but I will leave a link in the description bar down below. So that's by Vicky Brown Designs, and she'd got a whole host of crocheted socks on display, and I thought, do you know what, I've never done a crocheted sock, and they really looked like as if they were a nice fit, because I've always thought I'm a bit worried about the fit of a crocheted sock, but I'm going to give it a go. So those are going to be a project, and that's Vicky's details and a beautiful card. I didn't get a card for Weku yarns, but any of the yarns that I mentioned, I'll leave a link to the shop in the description bar down below. I saw some crocheted squares that Jen from Castleview Yarns had been crocheting in the knit night on Friday, and I'd got my eye on two colours and I thought, oh, those could make a really lovely shawl. So I went for this sort of purpley brown one in the end, and this is called the Duke, and I've paired it with another one of Jen's colours, and it's a very sort of pale muted beigey pink colour. And that one's called Come What May, and I do love that song. That's a brilliant song, so I had to have those. So I'm planning to make the Masgot shawl by Justina Lukowska with these. I couldn't decide on a third colour to go with it, but I might dye up something that I've got in my head to go with these two, so that it makes the three colours, because there's two sort of colours that stripe nicely, and then there's a pop of colour. So this is going to be my sort of pop of colour, and then I'll pair something else with this, although I might change my mind and just do a 2 skein shawl with it. These are on two different bases. This is the 70% superwash merino, 20% yak, 10% nylon, and this one is on 75 superwash merino and 25% nylon. But I feel that they, just because they're the same weight and it's just a shawl, they can be paired together. I haven't actually bought any little grey girl yarn before, and I wanted to buy some, and then I saw this pink. How gorgeous. So I've bought this pink, and then I accidentally bought a single skein from Lay Family Yarn as well, and actually I'm thinking that those two together will be lovely. They're like my favourite colours. So these are both on DK yarn. This one is on an 80-20 superwash merino and nylon, and this one is on a silky yak 60% superwash merino, 20% yak, 20% silk. They're both DKs. Little Grey Girl and Lay Family Yarn, and I actually bought them thinking I'd make a hat, but I don't know, I do love those two colours together. So I had in mind to make some more slipper socks for me and Adam, and I did buy some yarn yesterday for Adam to make a pair, but I thought, well, I'll get him some more yarn to make a second pair, because then he can have one in the wash, one to wear. And then I saw this colour, so I ended up buying 2 skeins of yarn from Wendsleydale wool. There was 2 lovely ladies on the stall, and they've got this really lovely base of the Wendsleydale wool, obviously, and it just feels really nice. And I thought, because Wendsleydale's got a nice long staple length, that'll be really durable for a pair of socks, or slipper socks. That is their card, and it's Wendsleydale longwool. But again, I'll leave the link in the description bar down below. So that is those. This is in Aubergine, shade number 54. And this one is Storm in shade 11. But they're both 100 gram on Aran weight yarn. And they're 160 meters and 100 grams. I think they've just been caked up differently. This is a more airy ball. They're exactly the same. So then I've gone to the Henny Penny Makes stall, and I've been chatting to Erin on Instagram for ages, and I've never met her before. So I bought some yarn from Erin. So I bought, I think it was this one for myself to knit a pair of socks. So I thought I'd do, I think it's called the Pixel Rise socks, but I thought it'd be lovely to blend those colours together. And they're 10-gram minis, and I thought they'd be perfect. And I thought I'd pick up a mini skein set for you guys for a prize, for those of you who didn't get a chance to come to the show. So these are from Henny Penny Makes, and they are 10-gram minis, and that's 75% superwash merino, 10% nylon, and 10% bronze stellina. So that's lovely, a little bit of sparkle. And they're both on the same base, so I think I picked this one for me for my socks, and then this one that's very, very similar as the prize. And Erin kindly gifted me one of her lovely postcards as well. Those two will be a little prize to draw, and what I'll do is actually, if you pop in the comments section, if you tell me what you liked best about the video or about this yarn show, I'll pick a winner from those comments, and the next week's podcast I'll draw a winner. And you could win all these lovely minis from Henny Penny Makes, along with a little postcard to go with it as well. I saw that Erin had also got these called pom-poms. So these are faux fur pom-poms, but these are the softest I've ever felt. They're absolutely gorgeous, so I had to have a pink one. What I should have done, really, if I'd have been sensible, is then gone around the show and looked for a yarn to match this pom-pom. But no, I didn't do that. That'd be too sensible. So those are, that's an 11cm pom-pom, and it's got like a ribbon tie at the back as well. So there we go. There's more. I went to the Toft stall. Now this is Martin's fault, from Knit365, because I've started to watch his YouTube videos as well, and he'd been doing these little dolls from Toft, and now I've never really made any Toft toys, and I thought, oh, maybe I should make a little fox for Jensen. They are going to send me the pattern, but I bought the kit basically in this gorgeous sort of toffee shade of yarn. I've got 3 balls of the toffee yarn and a creamy shade to go with it to make a little fox for Jensen. And I thought it'd be really nice to go in his room because it's a sort of foresty theme. And I got a lovely Toft bag as well, so that's really nice. Drawstring bags are always useful. So there's that. And I went to the Ducky Darlings stall and had a lovely chat with Hayley, and she had these. They are brilliant. So in a tin, you've got this cable. There's rather a lot of long cable here, but it's got tubular ends, so you can actually put this onto the end of a needle and shift your stitches onto this to hold them, or make it so that your cable is longer so that you can try things on. How genius is that? I've got a pink one. There was literally one left after I purchased this, so I was very lucky to be able to keep it. I blame this on Claire because she got one and then she really got it into my mind that I needed one, so that's Claire's fault. So really good idea, and that's from Ducky Darlings. And I think I've only got one more thing to show you. Ooh. It's another latch hook kit. Oh dear. You can see my stamp on my hand, so you had a stamp on your hand so that you could go out and come in, and they know that you'd already sort of registered your entry. So this kit is from the Modern Crafter, and I just thought, oh, I was having real trouble deciding which one to buy. I don't know whether there's a photo in here of the one I picked. I suspect there is somewhere. Let's get all this paperwork out. So there was 2 that I was really drawn towards, and it was this one with the leaf print here. Print, I say, the leaf latch hook design. And then I thought, oh, what should I really do? I could do a J for Jensen's room. So they've got instructions to do alphabet as well. So I bought apparently there's enough fabric and yarn in the kits to do both of them actually. I just bought an extra embroidery hoop, which was really good. So I got it in a lovely little cotton bag, and then I've got an extra hoop in there so obviously I can work on it and display it in the same hoop as well. and that came in a lovely cotton bag, and the lady really kindly let me video some of the footage, so hopefully you've seen that a little bit earlier. But I bought another needle punch kit. Obviously I'm starting a new craft, which there's not enough hours in the day, but there's still enough time to just try that one more craft. So I think that is all the things that I've bought, apart from a brownie that I got from the brownie store, which I've yet to taste because it was just crazy today. I had to make sure that I got to all the stalls. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I shall see you in the podcast next week. Bye!